Hey MVPs, Rico Knows here. Going to talk to you guys about the main event for UFC Fight Night. I believe it's Las Vegas 104. This video is going to be free. You guys know the deal. I break down every single one of these fights, but I don't do it for free. They're on the Patreon. They're on YouTube. You just got to become a member. Hit join. I'm not talking about my 20,000 subscribers. I'm not talking about my 170,000 followers on TikTok. I don't give a shit about none of that. MVPs. Shout out to my MVPs. We have over 5,000 members. Find out why. Okay, find out why. We've been doing this for 2 years. Let's get after it. So, in this main event here, I always give them away for free. We tend not to miss. We have pretty much a coin flip fight. We have Marvin Vettori, 19-7-1, against Roman Dolidze, 14-3. Roman Dolidze, one of his losses is to Marvin Vettori. This is a rematch, if you will. And you see here, the odds are 150 plus 125, a slight favorite or a slight underdog either way. Let's go with Marvin Vettori first. If you're looking at Marvin Vettori, he is 31 years old. No one in the world has more time in the cage than Marvin Vettori. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. For his age, he has so much time in the cage because he's not a finisher. He's got 27 fights to his name. He's finished 11 of them. And those 11 were on the regional scene back in the day, winning by rear naked chokes and things like that. Once he got to the UFC, look at this. He's a decision merchant either way. And why is he a decision merchant? Well, he's got decent cardio. He's in shape. He can fight a full fight. And he just doesn't go for the kill. He doesn't have any skill set that's really great. Like, I can't tell you he's a black belt at jiu-jitsu. He's a world-class striker. I can't say any of that. He has a granite chin. He's never been knocked out, and he's fought some of the best fighters in the world. He's fought Israel Adesanya twice. He's fought Paulo Costa. He's done all this stuff. Robert Whitaker. Shout out to Bob. Right? He's fought a ton of people, and they've never knocked him out. So anybody telling you he's going to get knocked out, they're predicting something that's never happened before. So that's why Roman Dolidze is an underdog in this fight, is because it's a main event, meaning we're going 5 rounds. The last fight was only 3 rounds. And if you've ever seen Roman Dolidze fight, 5 rounds is not somewhere he wants to be. There's just no way, right? So then when you start looking at Vettori here, he's built for 5 rounds. He does this all the time. And he carries a lot of muscle. And he's still in there. He's still doing just fine. Now, we got to just call it like we see it, okay? This is a guy who has not fought in 2 years. And ring rust is real, but I think ring rust is for people who are like precision strikers. If you've taken 2 years off and you're out there and you're a flashy striker, you'll start missing. This dude's not a precision striker. He's just kind of in the pocket looking to ground and pound. He'll eat one, he'll take one to give one. He's just, Like, I can't really get down with Marvin Vettori. You want to take him, I would say go the distance every single time you see him. But here's something you guys got to understand. When he fought Roman Dolidze the first time, which was 2 fights ago, I didn't think he won that fight. I really didn't. I just rewatched it again today to double check, to make sure it's on YouTube. Right now, you can watch the whole thing. And you go watch it, and you'll see there's a noticeable power differential here, where when Roman hits him, Roman hurts him. So even one of the scorecards was 30-27. It's just robbery. And you got to be careful when you're betting your hard-earned money, and we know we're going to these judges' scorecards. We've been robbed, 3 weeks in a row now? Horrific robberies last week. 2 of them. One on the prelim, and people say one in the main event. I'm not going to go there, but I'm just letting you know, like, the judges, every time we get to them, we just got to hold our breath. We really thought we want to fight 30-27. Shout out to Francis Marshall. We were like, yo, we got I'm celebrating. We're all having a good time. And it didn't happen. When this Roman Dolidze fight went down, I was 100% sure Roman won that fight. And then they say, the judges score the contest. 29-28, 29-28. And I'm going, unanimous? There's no way it's unanimous. And then the guy goes, 30-27. What? What fight did you watch? Vettori didn't win all these rounds. Now, if we're going to add the 2 championship rounds, theory is he's going to win those 2 because Roman Dolidze starts dragging. I think that Roman knew he was in a main event for a while now, and he's been working on fighting 5 rounds. He's been working towards it. Well, how much better can you be? I believe cardio might be innate. It's genetic. You can work at it all you want. Some people just process oxygen better than others and keep the lactic acid out of their muscles. Shout out to Mike Phelps and Lance Armstrong, all these natural dudes who never did anything to get an advantage. They just naturally were that great. Okay, so when you look at Marvin Vettori, he's just got cardio, and he can carry his muscle well, but he takes damage. I just don't know if you can really bet on him, though. Bet on him to win by points is absurd to me because he's been out for 2 years. 2 years dealing with a shoulder injury. They tell me his shoulder's falling off. And the last time I saw him in the cage, he got outworked by Cannonier. But I don't think in this particular fight we're going to see anything we haven't seen. These are two rock'em sock'em robots. They're going to come together and bang. And who's going to win? Your guess is as good as any judge's. Seriously, I don't think you should put money on this fight. Now, if you want to put money on the fight, you got to believe in Roman Dolidze. You have to. Now, is he going to knock him out? I don't know about that. Last time we saw Roman Dolidze, he was in the cage against Kevin Holland, knocking him out. It was October. It looked great. Then he had a decision victory over Anthony Smith. Before that, looked great. He's been very active since the loss to Marvin Vettori. But going the distance in a 5-round fight is just one of those things where he starts falling apart. And you start doubting him. He lost to Imavov in 5 rounds, and you haven't really seen him. He doesn't... I'm not going to say he doesn't look well, but he doesn't keep his composure when he's exhausted. You haven't really seen him keep it all together. And if you're not knocking somebody out, I really think he can knock out Vettori. But I'm predicting something that's never happened. But if you're not knocking him out, now you got to look good to the judges. How are we going to get there? How are we going to look good to these judges who didn't give you a round last time around? And it's probably the same fucking judges as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. I'm tired of the corruption in the UFC and the Nevada Gaming Commission, Fight Commission, whatever. Like, I'm just not with it, okay? So I'm going to tell you that I like Roman Dolidze in this fight. But do I like him enough? I remember I pick every single fight. Do I like him enough to put money on him? I don't necessarily know. If I was going to put money on Roman Dolidze, it is right here at -124, and it's a bet called Decision No Bet. Decision No Bet. That means if we go to the judges' scorecards, you get your money back. It's a push. If Dolidze wins by knockout or submission during the fight, you win at a -124. I would probably bet that half a unit. This does not feel like a lock to me. This is a lean. And a matter of fact, it's a value bet if you take Dolidze money line. But I'm telling you, betting Dolidze money line is a scary premise to me. It really is. You have faith in him in the 4th and 5th round against a guy who just consistently shows up in shape and works. Like, this is Marvin Vettori's world. He lives in a decision world. This is what he lives for. I wouldn't feel comfortable betting money line for Roman Dolidze. I think it's fool's gold almost. On the flip side, if you want to take Vettori, do not take Vettori by submission. Do not take Vettori by money line. Do not take Vettori by knockout. Take Vettori by points. He's going to go to the decision, and he's going to win by points if you think he's winning this fight. So it's a +120, and that feels like a full unit bet worth taking. Remember, he's a -168 favorite. You know he's going to win the fight. You believe in him winning the fight. There's no point in just staying at 168 money line. You might as well go pick the prop that it's actually going to happen. He's not finishing Roman Dolidze. Now, I personally don't think he's winning, but it's a pick, not a bet. Remember, I pick every single fight. We only bet a select few. Now, I can't show you the final chart with all the picks and all the parlays and all the props. That's for the MVPs, and there'll be a video of that coming up next. But shout out to you guys. Here's your free pick, and the free pick has 2 bets and 2 ways to go. Pick one. Some MVPs are better than others. I'm a capper, but I don't dictate how much money you put on things, and I don't dictate what bets you take. That's on you. I just provide the analysis. Here, we have 2 very durable fighters, hard to finish one another. Pause, no Diddy. And one guy, the only way he's going to win is by knockout, theoretically. The judges, for whatever reason, don't give Roman Dolidze the rounds. I'll never understand it because he won that last fight. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Good luck, y'all. Peace.